To Sarah Hanrahan. At this time, the senior class advisors, Mrs. Bertram, Ms. Kellnap, and Mr. Rhoda would like to address the class.
Good morning. As we thought about all of the time we spent together this year as your senior advisors, we realized your class has some common attributes, both positive and negative. And since we have the stage for the next few minutes, we thought that we would share these pros and cons with you.
Here's a pro. You're easy to laugh with, and you like to have fun. We laughed a lot through the year, from quacking on the duck boats to freezing during a lock-in fire drill without our coats. Thanks, Katrina.
I'll start with a con. You guys can be a little bit needy. We're hoping that maybe the texting is going to stop soon. Once you got our phone numbers, the texting didn't stop. From what time is this? When is this due? Is my outfit appropriate? So we're hoping maybe that stops. At Grad Bash, Justin even texted me just to let me know he could text me. Between emails and texts with graduation questions, well, you've exceeded our expectations on the rubric. Even though maybe we were calling this needy behavior a con, we're glad you needed us, because we enjoyed standing by you as your stand-in parents just for a few moments this year.
Now I have a pro. Your class has a lot of unity. We're not saying that you don't have some cliques. Every class does. But as your advisors, we have found you to be a very inclusive group, and we love that about you. You always have each other's backs. You advocate for your classmates, even worrying about some of them and helping them to study for their very last final. You came together for many worthy events, such as the blood drive, supporting Shane Gives Thanks, and sharing memories of Zach on the Wall Memorial. So the next one's kind of a pro and a con. Your karaoke performances at lock-in. The fact that you are not afraid to be goofy and can laugh at yourselves is definitely a pro. However, the singing might be a little bit of a con. Our ears were ringing from the boys belting out "Ain't No Mountain High Enough" to the girls singing "Girls Just Want to Have Fun," although Mrs. Killnap and I did join in.
And back to a con. You're a little gullible. Okay, so this may be a pro for us because we had a lot of fun with this, especially during grad bash. We had you believing that the chaperones take shifts all night long outside your rooms. I hit the 2 o'clock, I think. Yeah. Some of you even believed your room was haunted. And remember, at lock-in, how many of you believed everything the palm readers read to you?
So let's go with another pro. You're good sports. I wish I could cue up the image of Mr. Rhoda cannonballing the class in the Disney pool. Sam, I think he got you the most. Not quite the swan dive from last year, but still impressive, Mr. Rhoda. When dealing with some of the disappointments that we had this year, and we did have some disappointments, you conducted yourselves well. As we mentioned at our first graduation rehearsal, the best rehearsal ever, there was no complaining about getting up and down bed, making sure you're moving all in unison, about the length of which we talked about the dress requirements or your stage behavior. You were perfect.
Next is a con. You're not very timely. with yourselves or your schoolwork. It's no secret that you have had some issues with getting to school on time. We're also always chasing you with deadlines. And even in May, so many of you were scrambling to do some extra work to get your grades up. We saw lots of last-minute stress and procrastination right up until May 18th, your last day of school.
All right, back to a pro. You're tough. There have been many pairs of crutches, a couple black eyes, sunburns, blisters, but enough about Casey. We even had a broken nose, which happened in the bouncy house at lock-in. He insisted he was fine and stayed all night, and he did it to himself.
A couple more pros, another pro. There's a lot of pros. You know what to do during a fire drill. Thanks, Katrina, at 2 a.m. Also, you have amazing class spirit. As a class, you came together for Stuco and the Thanksgiving pep rally. You were always willing to make fools of yourselves during the pep rally games. Your school spirit could often be seen in the hallways of this school. So many of you wore with pride your maroon t-shirts and your black lock-in t-shirts all year.
And another pro. You're a patient class, especially while waiting for your food to cook during Senior Fest. Those of you waiting for veggie burgers really had to wait, since Mr. Rhoda had no idea what a veggie burger was, or how to cook it, or when it was done. Again, patience during that amazing graduation rehearsal last week as we rearranged you and tried to fix mistakes.
So that's the end of this amazing speech. All of these qualities are what we have found it to have been so endearing about you, the class of 2018, and we're going to miss you greatly.
We hope you continue to laugh, to sing, to make fun of yourselves, and
we hope you learn to get to work, school, and roll call on time.
At this time, I would like to invite my fellow class officers to the podium. On behalf of the class of 2018, we would like to recognize a group of people who have contributed greatly to our success here at Carver Middle High School, our administrative assistants. We would like to thank Ms. Gina Rush, Ms. Ashley Doyle, Ms. Michelle Nickerson, Ms. Amy Gould, and Ms. Phyllis Bowie.
We want to quickly just recognize our amazing class officers. We know they just spoke, but I feel like there's a lot we could say about them, but I'm going to try to keep it brief because I don't want to get sad right now. But to be honest, these are like three amazing people that have helped us through so much this year. We wouldn't have been able to do pretty much anything without them. Ms. Kilnup, you're a fashion icon. Ms. Bertram, your staff is amazing, and you're the mediator between the two. And to keep Ms. Kelly and Mr. Rhoda from fighting. And Mr. Rhoda, we probably would not have made it to Florida without you, to be honest, and everything you did. So that's all I'm going to say for now. We just want to say how much we appreciate everything you do for us and how much we're going to miss you guys.
At this time, I would like to introduce the yearbook interns, Sam Baston, Katie O'Connor, and Caitlin Rudnick to dedicate the class of 2018.
Good morning. Today we are here to celebrate the class of 2018. My fellow yearbook partners and I have been extremely dedicated to making sure that this yearbook was one to remember. We spent countless hours at the computer making sure everything was absolutely perfect. This year's yearbook broke the creative mold seen previously through yearbooks here at Carver. So to say the least, this one is unique, one of a kind, much like the class of 2018. We have dedicated our yearbook to several members of our school community. Former Superintendent Liz Sorrell, Spanish teacher Miss Spillane, football coach Mr. Percolossi, and former student Zachary King.
Just to reiterate what Sam said, this year we dedicated the yearbook to our former superintendent, Ms. Sorrell, a dedicated member of our community. Moving on to Ms. Spillane. Senora Spillane has been teaching Spanish at Carver High School for 21 years. She has been actively involved in the Spanish and French National Honor Society and has taught multiple levels of Spanish throughout her time here. She has been dedicated to the success of her students, and we are so grateful to have had her as an educator in our school. Ms. Spillane, we wish you the absolute best retirement, and congratulations, and we invite you to come receive your yearbook.
Gym class and coach track here at Carver. Can you please come to the stage to receive your yearbook?
Middle High School, and he was a member of our graduating class. Zach's smile was infectious, and his kindness was unlimited. We have all been touched by his story in some way, and I think that's what makes it so beautiful. Zach gave us the gift of strength within a community, and his fight brought an entire town together. Therefore, it is without a doubt that this yearbook should be dedicated to him as well. This one is for you, Zach. Is a graduating class tradition. It is composed from lines created by the students of the class of 2018. The class of 2018's Where I'm From poem will be read by Holly McEachran, President, Katie O'Connor, Vice President, Zoe Magnuson, Secretary,
Katrina Millman, treasurer, and myself, publicity coordinator, as well as Sam Santos, Brooke Meredith, and Nathan Miller of the class of 2018. I'm from digging up worms to filling out internship forms. I'm from slip and slides to watching Vines. I'm from watching Disney movies past my bedtime to trying to save every last dime. I'm from playing Sunday morning tights to playing underneath the Friday night lights.
I'm from crying because I scraped my knee to crying during my APs. I'm from playing tag at the playground to being college bound. I'm from doing connect the dots to fighting for a parking spot.
I'm from hoping to make it out of middle school alive to no longer worrying about 725. I'm from Freaky Friday to watching musicals on Broadway. I'm from late night movie fest or early morning AP tests.
I'm from throwing desks to rocking tests. I'm from dreading the weekends to weekdays to worshiping the weekends. I'm from optimistic wishing to crying in my best friend's kitchen.
I'm from detention to Division I contention. I'm from waiting for the bell to ring to realizing school isn't actually hell. I'm from playing in the sun all day to driving in the rain. Hooray.
I'm from CCAT to SATs. I'm from not being able to throw a ball that far to South Shore League All-Star. I'm from walking down these halls in fear to wondering why I'm still here.
I'm from basketball practice all the time to cheering for teams from the sideline. I'm from learning to play to I'm in the NCAA. I'm from being in multi-age to walking across the stage.
I'm from rehearsing for the senior show to, oh wait, never mind, yeah, no. I'm from, I can't wait to get out of here, to let me stay here just one more year. And I'm from, where's the past, to, here's the graduating class.
I would like to invite Ms. Holly to give out the Friends of Carver Awards.
I have the pleasure of announcing the recipients of our annual Friends of Carver Middle High School Awards. Former Assistant Principal, Mr. Evans, developed the concept of the award several years ago, saying that as a school, we should recognize the members of our community who go above and beyond to support the Carver Middle High School. We are pleased to present the awards again this year. Recipients of the awards meet one of the following. They volunteer their time and support to academic, athletic, and extracurricular programs. They dedicate themselves to providing resources and money, time, and skills that cannot be provided through the school itself. And they also support students through simple and direct acts of kindness that help our students believe in themselves. The names of those who received the Friends of Carver Awards in the past are engraved on a plaque proudly displayed in the main foyer of our school. Previous recipients have included Wally Furtado, the PTO, Dennis Salawata, Ray J. and Rhonda John, Crusader Boosters, Rob and Nadine Rooney, the CHS Hockey, Kelly Mears and Maureen Fuller, Carver Music Boosters, Kathy Trudeau, Athletic Boosters of 2005-06, Dick Ward, Eloise Hiller, Buzz Artino, Trish Leatherby, Jonathan Besbekian. A lot of people have helped along the years, as you can tell. William Faulkner, Kane Lewis Spencer, Dick McCauley, Highland Farms, Brenda Hosford and Mary Phelan, Mary Kaminsky, Barbara Green and Ken Noble, Chef Newson, Karen and Michael Keefe, Lori and Nathaniel Eldridge, Robin and Dave Nickerson, Dagmar Ryan, Tom Walsh, Andrew Freitas, Eric Germain, Carol Spierwakowski, John and Shelley Rosen, and Bruce and Wendy Skinner. Let's give them all a round of applause. The faculty could not decide on one person, so we have several people that we want to honor. First, we would like to recognize Brenda Kelly and the management team of Mamma Mia's and Carmela Restaurant that was recommended by Chef Portland. I know that she could not be here, but accepting on her behalf is April Olivier. So if we could have you come up, please. So while you see her, I'm speaking about Brenda, so just envision her being Brenda. As the Chief Financial Officer of P&JV Management, Ms. Brenda Kelly, with the assistance of the Marketing Director, April, arranged for the Carver Culinary Management Team to work alongside the corporate management staff of Mamma Mia's and Carmela's restaurants as they prepared for the National Pro Star Invitational. Besides the countless hours with her staff, Ms. Kelly provided financial support through Mamma Mia's and Carmela's restaurant to ensure that Carver Middle High School could be represented at the Invitational. The faculty, staff, and students of Carver Middle High School would like to thank you, Ms. Kelly and Ms. Oliveira, and the Mamma Mia's and Carmela's management team for your dedication to making a positive impact in our school and community. Thank you so much. Next, we would like to recognize Mike and Margaret Paddock. If they could please come forward. No worries. Mike and Margaret have been supporters of Carver Middle High School for a number of years. Alumni of Plymouth Carver School Systems and a longtime resident of Carver. They have made an incredible impact on our community by their involvement and their dedication. Each year, they have graciously allowed the PTO to borrow hundreds of dollars of plants and flowers to transform the high school gym for our promenade. In addition, they have also donated plants and seeds for our hoop house. After this year's winter storm, our hoop house, a student-established and operated greenhouse, acquired quite a significant amount of damage. Mr. Paddock has offered to donate a new cover and offered to help students provide expertise with the necessary repairs. The faculty and staff of students of Carver would like to thank you for your many years of dedication. And while we traditionally provide a flower, we felt since we get them from you that we would try something a little different. Mamma Mia and your certificate. Congratulations. Next, if we could have Jen Dowding come up. She's no stranger to this stage. To sum up Ms. Dowding in a few words would be impossible. She has set an incredible example of selfless service, community involvement, and dedication. Jen Dowding has been an enthusiastic and industrious president of the Carver Music Boosters for the past 4 years. She has led countless initiatives, including public performances like Music in the Park, fundraisers and benefits like March Music Madness, and she's written several grants. From middle high school music lessons and college scholarships to elementary music instrument programs, her individual commitment to music education makes opportunities possible for so many. Her commitment to the community doesn't end there. She also serves on the Carver Cares Board, where her efforts to help raise awareness on substance abuse, support services, and student education programs is without mention. She's a valuable member of both the elementary and the middle high school PTO, where she has given her time for many years to plan events and raise funds to support the school and our children. Jen has truly made it her life mission to better the world around her, from her family and neighbors, to the school community, to the whole town of Carver. She leaves a lasting example of what it means to give back. One of the favorite memories that Mr. Tunis shared is when she heard that upon seeing someone express hurt and frustration on social media, in the midst of the banter that ensued, she responded with a perfect description of her. How can I help you? What do you need? The faculty and staff can never thank you enough, but we will try today. Thank you for your dedication and hard work and selfless service to our school community. And our last award recipient, Bob Mindendorf. If you could please come forward. In his absence, I will share why he was receiving the award. Mr. Mindendorf has been an active supporter of Carver Public Schools for the past several years. He has found creative ways to enhance the school district, oftentimes using multiple resources to support programs and initiatives. His contributions to the athletic program and school community are widespread and have supported many of our students and athletes. As a parent of the softball and girls soccer team, he went out of his way to make senior recognition special for all of the athletes. Bob is always there to lend a hand, and for that, we are ever grateful. We will reach out to him to make sure he receives it, because I heard you guys go off, but we will find him, I promise. So on behalf of the faculty and staff, in his absence, we just want to recognize and thank him for his dedication to our school.
I would like to introduce the Student Council Advisors, Mr. Chris Trescott and Mr. Dylan Angel.
Okay, before myself and Mr. Intel acknowledges 3 senior young ladies, I'd like to just take a minute to congratulate all the seniors. I've had most of you in class, and I wish you all the best of luck in the future years. Okay, the first young lady I'd like to recognize was a 4-year member of Student Council, a leader who served both as her class officer and also as a recognized member on the balance of STUCO. You've displayed strong leadership for all 4 years. Between coming back to Carver for the annual summer car wash from Nantucket, helping out the Apple Pie Social, helping plan Spring Sea Mask sophomore year, purchasing goldfish and ice for our senior Crusader Fest, and just like Ms. Kilnap said, encouraging the class of 2018 to get involved in all the pep rallies. First one is Class Officer Holly McEachern.
So I was lucky enough to be asked to talk about Kara. Kara was a 4-year student council member for us, a 2-year officer, being the secretary her junior year, and our vice president this year. Kara has tremendous leadership skills, always encouraged younger students to participate and get involved, which could be seen in our large amount of younger students participating this year. Kara, you always took your positions as secretary and VP very seriously. You always helped to empower other students with their ideas. You were always somebody that we could use as an example to younger students, which is great, so thank you for that. I think the most that we could probably ask for any student, and this really goes for Kara, is you leave Carver Middle High School a better place than when you entered through all of your great events and helping to promote positive school culture. Despite everything you do, you never ask for recognition, so which is why Mr. Trescott and I thought we should say thank you today. And I think you'll agree, Sam will agree, Holly will agree that I had no idea what I was getting into as a fresh year advisor, so thank you for showing me what to do. I appreciate it.
we're on stage, I guess I'll take time to recognize one more senior. Sam Santos. Leadership has always been and will always be part of your DNA, Sam. 4-year student council member, 3-year officer, representing, not only as a sophomore officer, but a 2-year president. She was also vice president of the CMAS region, which oversees over 40 schools in the state of Massachusetts. And she did receive the CMAS John Schrader Leadership Spirit Award, which we can proudly display in our display case all next year. So congratulations on those accomplishments, Sam. Why I'm most proud of you, honestly, you care about everybody. You're generally a positive person. Even though Ms. Dantel is and still will always be scared of you, you are sarcastically laughing at my dad jokes as well. You are and will continue to be a fantastic young lady who will continue to do great things beyond the walls of CMHS. You took leadership seriously, both as a leader on council and within the state, and you set the bar high for next year's presidents and e-board to reach. Someone who never asked or expected recognition, just like Kara and as Holly did, you deserve one during your last week here at CMHS. You spent 4 years improving our school community, culture, pride, and for myself and Mr. Antel, we both say thank you. Your unwavering attitude when times were difficult and your commitment to excellence, making sure that all events, activities, and community service projects that Stuco led or got involved in were done the right way. Senior class president, Stuco president, sorry, Sam Santos, come on up.
So we're just your advisors. The real work is done by your amazing class officers. Holly, Katie, Katrina, Zoe, and Jess. Their decision-making for your class, their great ideas for fundraising, the maroon t-shirts, that was all their idea, the publicity, planning, tweeting. There's so many things that they did, countless hours that they dedicated to your class. We could not have had the events that we had this year with you all without them. And they worked amazing as a group, and they were wonderful partners with us, and we're really going to miss working with them. Thank you. Come on up, guys.